Hola, my mango friends! I am just back from a 3-day jaunt to Cuba, and let me tell you, it was amazing. If you ever get the chance to stay at the Royalton Cayo Santa Maria, jump on it. That place is outstanding. The service is incredible, and the staff are oh so hot. Which, by the way, hot people are called mangoes. So if you love mangoes, then the Royalton Cayo Santa Maria is for you. Anyway, with the holidays coming up, I thought it would be really fun to do a GLAY Christmas tree. Now, just after the wheels in my head started turning, I saw some pictures from the Christmas tree at the Sweet Room in Tokyo, and I thought, darn it, now everybody's gonna think that I copied their tree. However, from what I've seen, my tree looks really different than theirs, so I can still claim at least a little bit of originality. In an attempt to be festive, because you know, holidays and all, I tried to find my Santa hat and I couldn't, so I am now wearing my winter coat and scarf in an attempt to be festive, but it's really hot in here, so hopefully I don't melt away in front of you. I'm gonna try to stay calm and carry on and all that stiff upper lippiness, but we'll see what happens. I didn't really have a concept when coming up with these decorations. With the release of the mobile game Zura collection, I knew that I wanted to use a couple of original Zura images. Sadly, not so good with the Photoshop, so I asked an animator friend of mine to make a couple of images for me, and he did an outstanding job. First, he came up with a Zura snowman, and everyone I've showed this to is like, isn't that kind of racist? But it's not. The Zura character is black, and when we tried to do it in white, it lost the Zura-iness of it, so we had to leave it in its original black, and I think it is super duper cute. Then we came up with a Zura gingerbread man. And I love this because I think that it has all the characteristics of the original character, but also all the characteristics of a gingerbread man. And it's just really the perfect combination of the two. We tried to do it in a brown as well, but then it was a little bit too gingery and not enough Zura-y, so we left it in the original black. So what I did with these guys was, I shrunk them down and I flipped them so that there would be a front and a back, and then I printed them out on card. I glued them with just a regular glue stick and a little bit of gold or silver thread in between them, let them dry for 24 hours, and then I went back and cut around the two stuck together so that there wouldn't be any white at the edges. And I think that the final product looks like a store-bought ornament. I love it. We also did him in the brown. We did a small version in the brown just because it doesn't look quite like Zura. And then for the snowman, I cut around and left a little bit of white just because the arms are so thin that I didn't want to risk cutting them off. But I think these guys look absolutely perfect. And they look really adorable on the tree. Really easy to do, really cute. I knew that I wanted to channel a little bit of White Road. I kind of envisioned the tree full of shimmering, shining snowflakes. So at first I kind of toyed with the idea of printing off the White Road logo, which in case you don't remember is the 4 members. It's a snowflake made up of 4 members, and I think maybe some feathers and then skulls. It's actually really super cute. But then I thought, where's the creativity in that? Just printing off the images that other people have made? Not so cool. So if I had had the time and the resources, I would have liked to have made the snowflakes by myself. But I got really lucky and I found in a local drugstore just a really shiny little snowflake, which was perfect. So what I did was I got some ribbon and then I glued it in a loop to the back of the snowflake. This I glued with automotive glue. Really important if you're going to use automotive glue, open a window. It's really strong stuff. After about 20 minutes, I wasn't feeling well from the fumes. Then what I did was I found some images that I liked online, photoshopped them to the size that I wanted, cropped them into a circle, printed them out, and then glued it to the center of the snowflake, which I think creates a really cute, simple snowflake. If I had had the time to trek all over Toronto looking for some glass beads, I would have liked to have maybe embellished it with some glass beads, you know, around the face or through the veins of the snowflake. But I didn't really have time and I didn't really have the resources to do it, so I just thought, you know what, simple is best. But if you decide to make these at home, then you know you can embellish them and step it up a notch. But all in all, I think really cute, really simple snowflake. One thing I did have to do a bit of a trek for was jingle bells. Such a simple little thing, you'd think you'd be able to find it anywhere, but no. Had to go to like 5 stores to find these guys. They weren't exactly what I wanted, but I really had it in my head that I wanted to have a little bit of a winter again feel in there. You know the part that goes kane no ne ga kikoeru? Well, now I can hear the sound of the bells anytime I want on my tree. Now obviously since it's Christmas, the tree has to have balls. Okay, wait, let me go back and rephrase that. The Christmas tree has to have ball ornaments. I didn't want to skip that traditional aspect of it, but rather than only doing traditional colors, I kind of did a mix. I did your traditional silver, gold, and red, but then to kind of funk it up a bit, I also did purple and blue. And I used the images that I printed out before, and I automotive glued them to the front of the ball. Now I had been hoping that I could glue them down all the way, but they didn't really glue down smoothly, so I just and stuck it down like that. Not really exactly the feeling that I had hoped for, but on the tree it doesn't look so bad. If you wanted to step it up a notch, you can always go to like a print shop and they can print ornament balls for you with any photo on it that you like. Now those probably cost about $20 to $30 per ball, whereas with this, the total cost per ball was like 50 cents. So a little bit of tradition, low price. Now speaking of tradition, one thing that I really thought it would be fun to do would be to do a traditional popcorn garland. However, since I was GLAY-ifying everything, I thought, okay, I'm going to do a caramel popcorn garland. So what I did was I sewed these little guys together using a nylon thread. I stitched each one, stitch one, eat one, stitch one, eat one, stitch one, eat one. It was super duper laborious, but I think the end result is pretty cute. And I like the idea of it being made out of caramel popcorn. Caramel popcorn, get it? My boyfriend didn't really get it either, but if you think about it hard for a minute, I think you'll get it. Caramel popcorn, think about it. Did you get it? If you didn't get it, we can't be friends. No, just kidding. But seriously, think about it for a couple of minutes. You really should be able to get it. Caramel popcorn, think about it. Okay, now, last but not least, before the sun sets on me, no tree is complete without, wait for it, ta-da! The big star. Get it? The big star. Big star? Now originally I had wanted this image to be star-shaped, but after about 20 minutes of trying to make it fit into a star on Photoshop, I gave up and decided to use the images as is. But nonetheless, I think it's pretty cute and kind of proud of myself for making such a funny and entertaining joke. And I think it's a cute little tree topper. Again, if I had had time, I would have liked to do some beading around here, but that'll be a project for next year. Anyway, I really hope that you like the final product. Okay, so here's the tree. Here's the Zura snowman and the jingle bells. An example of the snowflake. Another gingerbread man and another gingerbread man. Snowflake. Caramel popcorn. Jiro on a ball. The big star. I think that as a whole it works really cute. I'm really pleased with it, and I hope that you guys can be inspired to do something cute and creative all on your own. So there you have it, my GLAY tree. What did you think? I hope that you like it, and I hope that it inspired you to do something silly too. If you want the Zura images, let me know. I'm more than happy to share them with anybody who wants them. So happy holidays to all. I hope that Santa is kind to you. For those of you who don't worship Santa, happy holidays none the same. Take care and see you in 2013. Bye.